Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with the top 5 best Steam releases of the week. Steam's got a lot of games coming out every week, and in this series, I go over the best ones. Now, with these games, I'm not saying go out, get your money, and buy them right away, but what I would say is at the very least, add them to your wish list. And during the next big Steam sale, if they're at a discounted price, you see them for $10 or less, maybe pick them up then. Some of these games are very good where I would recommend them at MSRP, but that is not the case with all of them. With that being said, let's get into number 5 that perfectly illustrates this point. Number 5 is Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. Now, some of you guys might be saying, Mush, this game is a terrible port, don't buy it. Yes, I am very well aware of that, but usually with games like this, at some point, they will be fixed. That point obviously is not right now. I believe with Marvel Ultimate Alliance, they don't even have support for 1080p. They have support for like 720p and 1440p, but for some reason 1080p is not in the settings. Don't ask me why, absolutely ridiculous. The port is straight up garbage, but Marvel Ultimate Alliance is an awesome game. The game itself, I played it back on like the PlayStation 2 and I absolutely loved it. If you're a fan of the Marvel superheroes, you'll absolutely love this game. It's a fun action RPG beat 'em up. It's got a very deep roster and it's a blast to play. However, at the current price point of $40 and the fact that it's a garbage port, I would not recommend it right now. What I would recommend is add this game to your wishlist, maybe during the winter sale or even the next summer sale. Hopefully by then this game will be fixed up, but at that point I do expect a lot of people will forget about it. So what I would recommend, add it to your wishlist during the next sale, see how it is, see what the price is at, see if the port's better, and at that point I would definitely pick this game up because the game itself is freaking great. Moving on to number 4, an early access game that's been gaining a lot of traction, and that's Day of Infamy. Day of Infamy was actually a mod for Insurgency, and now it's been released as its own game. The retail price is $20, but there is a special promotion off. It's 5% off that knocks off $1, so you can get it for $19. I'm not a big fan of buying games in early access. Day of Infamy is a game a lot of my friends have played, and they've really liked it. It's a World War II first-person shooter, which the World War II setting at one point was very overused. I mean, World War II shooters were overdone to death, but now in 2016, we haven't seen many World War II shooters. So I can't say a lot about Day of Infamy because I haven't played it myself, but this is a game I'm very interested in, and when the full release does happen, I'll definitely pick it up. I've already added this one to my wish list, and if you're a fan of first-person shooters, I would probably do the same. Number 3 is a game that I just came across while browsing Steam. It's Lethe Episode 1. I don't even know if I pronounced this right. This is a game that no one is talking about. It was released on August 1st, and it's a first-person adventure game with survival horror elements. I only watched the trailer, and the trailer did look pretty sick. Currently, the game is 10% off, coming in at $15.29. It retails for $17. That's a price that I really can't justify. I've added this one to my wish list, and it does say Episode 1, so it does look like there will be an Episode 2, maybe an Episode 3, who knows? But I can dig horror games, and this one seems to really get the ambiance and tone right. Again, I can't say too much. It's $15 and I ain't spending that kind of money, but this one does look interesting. I've added it to my wish list. Hopefully it's pretty good. And I expect by the winter sale that this is going to be pretty cheap. Not a lot of people are talking about it. It's not gaining any sort of traction at all, so I expect by the winter sale it's going to be down to like $5. Number 2 is ABZU. 505 Games were actually nice enough to send me a copy of ABZU, and I've had a chance to play it a little bit, and it is a really good game. It's kind of a little mellow, very casual, but at the same time, it's very immersive. It's not action heavy, but just exploring around in the game, it's like a very soothing experience. I know that sounds very weird, but artistically, design-wise, it's a really well-made game. This game actually had work done by the guys that made Journey and Flower, 2 excellent games on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And ABZU, I wouldn't say it's as good as Journey. I really dug Journey, but it's a great game in its own right. I think you guys will really enjoy it. $16 is a little steep. It is 20% off as a special promotion. That offer ends August 9th. Honestly, I do think $16 is worth it, but I think this is going to be one where you're going to want to add it to your wish list at the very least. And if you want to wait even a little bit longer, I can see ABZU being a game in the Humble Bundle in the future. But it's a very good game. Even at this price, I think it's a solid pickup. And finally, number 1, This Is the Police. This is a game that I've been eyeing. Some of you guys in last week's episode actually commented about this game, and I'm surprised that I wasn't the only one keeping up with This Is the Police. If you don't know what This Is the Police is, it's a strategy adventure game, and you pretty much have to collect a certain amount of money in 180 days. It's a very interesting game. The design is a lot different different than the games you typically see. It's got a really cool, almost watercolor art style. And again, this is a game that I haven't personally played, but it's getting very positive reviews. It is 10% off, currently going for $13.49. That offer ends on August 9th. Typically retails for $15. Again, this is a game that will probably be in the Humble Bundle at some point. It'll probably be discounted very heavily in the winter sale. Some people have caught on to This Is the Police, but it's still relatively an under the radar game, and games like this, they usually get pretty cheap pretty quickly. So personally, I wouldn't spend the $13.49 on it. I think you'll be able to get it very cheap during the winter. But it is a game that looks very interesting. I can't speak more about it. This is one that I've already added to my wishlist, and as soon as I see a good deal on it, I will definitely pick it up. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Have you picked any of these games up? Let me know if any of these games interest you. If you have a request for a future video, you can also leave that in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out.